What's going on, folks? This is Kev here, one half of the Albatross Junction Creative, other half being Space Window. You can find him here on YouTube and on Instagram under Space Window, SPACEWINDU. Just wanted to show you guys some early concepts of the characters that we got working in the comic book on the graphic novel that we're working on, Albatross Junction. Here we have a real early concept of the twins, Nika and Kita. Nika on the left, the boy, and Kita, his twin sister, on the right. This is almost 10 years old, so they've definitely evolved from then. Even with this one here, Kita, who's kind of a mute, and he's just a young, he just comes out the womb as a killer, which you can see here, he's looking a little meaner and meaner as we go. He's crazy, man, that's all I can say. This is the most recent of him as a kid. I wanted to pay homage to one of my favorite movies, Ichi the Killer. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's gory as hell. It's kind of crazy, but I enjoyed it. I've watched it at least 27 times. So this is kind of like me paying homage to the characters of that movie with the scar going from his from his right side of his face to his left. But then Heath Ledger kind of he owns that scar now, so we had to change it. And this here is pretty much the definitive version, as Ant likes to call it, of Nika. This is where we landed with him. So say hello to Nika. This is how you're gonna see him. This is how you're gonna get to know him. You're gonna fall in love with this guy here. He's a vicious killer. He takes no shorts. He doesn't play games. He gets right to the point, and people just end up dead around him. Ugh, love him. Next up to bat, Adrianna Paul. Oh man, she's another killer. She's on Donovan's team, who's one of the main characters, Donovan Cordova. He lives in Quantum Heights. He pretty much rebuilt the world as he best saw fit. This is another old sketch, so I wanted to take this digitally, so I threw this on the iPad and tried to see what I could come up with, what you're seeing here. I'm a real big fan of, anime movies and things like that, so I wanted to see if I can come up with an aesthetic that kind of got rid of the classic comic book vibe of hard outlines, hard cross hatching, and things like that. But no matter what we do, we always go back to the classic look. But I was very happy with how that came out. This is the final of Paul, so this is what you're gonna see, and go to love her as well, because she's just a badass. She doesn't play games at all. She's pretty much second or third in command under Donovan Cordova. And speaking of my boy Donnie Cordova, here he goes right here. I worked on the face last year. I came up with his face, kind of Mike Tyson-ish, I would say. And Ant pretty much threw his body together and kind of described to me how he thinks his personality should be. So I took the sketches we came up with and I threw that on the iPad as well. And you can see here I'm kind of like sampling skin tones from The Rock. I like that picture. The contrast of that picture was nice, so I used that there. And this is pretty much where we landed with Donovan. Again, I was trying to go for that like anime kind of feel. I mean, he got a little bit of a Arturo Gotti face, but it's all good. You'll get to know and love this guy as well. We dove deep on the characters of these guys. So Donovan Cordova and his buddy here that you're seeing is Jonathan Dobbs. That's like his A1, his day one, his right hand man. They've been in it together for years, so wherever Donnie goes, you see his boy Dobbs. And Dobbs is another one that doesn't play too many games. He gets to the point, he does what he got to do. And that's the man right there. Look at that face, he's a regal guy. Somebody's texting me, we're going to ignore them right now. And this here, I believe, is Mackenzie's. Another concept Anthony came up with, so I just threw his sketch straight in the iPad, and I just try to digitize it a little bit, give it some style. He's come up with an aesthetic that we want to see through the whole novel. Oh yeah, here we go. This is novel. This is novel. My fault. This is Alba. She is the mom of the twins. She's basically an alien. I mean, to get straight to the point, she's of alien blood. She lands on a world that has no sun, and she doesn't even need clothes. She's a beast. She's crazy, and Donovan finds her, as you'll see once the novel's released. And this is me just playing with skin tones and some type of texture on her face. Kind of unfortunate that she came out looking like a malnourished alien Kim Kardashian here, but it's all good. I support that. I'm here for it. She looks crazy. And this here is kind of the beast of the island. The book's going to start off with this animal here. We call it a Dybbuk. And this is a very early sketch concept that I came up with. Me and Ant were at odds at it. He didn't really like how much of a hybrid it looked like, or it looked like he just didn't dig it. It looks like the Max. You know, I'm like a Max fanatic, and everything I draw looks like the Max. And you know, Ant wasn't feeling it. He's like, "Come on, man, let's make it more cat-like. Let's make it a little more sleek." There's a quick sketch that we worked on together where we took his direction about having it look more cat-like and sleek. And this is kind of where we landed. Pretty much looks like this with a head of hair, with beautiful hair. And you're gonna see this guy as well. The next sketch after this, I just wanted to see what the proportions were for the Dybbuk, between the Dybbuk and Alba. So when they're seen together, when they're shown together in the same panel, how much bigger is this guy? This is kind of where what I came up with. Now, this isn't for aesthetics. This is just as a tool, just to show how much bigger it is when it's like hunched over. It's like a mini King Kong. This thing is no joke. The Dybbuk is a problem. Sounds like everything we created for the junction is pretty much a problem. Now, this is the first take we took on an area of the book. This here is pretty much a lost civilization. Can't really call them a tribe, just a lost civilization of people who live underneath the ice. So they pretty much figured out how to tunnel their way through icebergs and live at the bottom of the icebergs. And this is how the citizens of this area may look once they come up for some air and, you know, go hunting and things like that. So man, that was just a quick run through some of the things we got going on for Albatross Junction. Stay tuned to my channel and Space Windows channel for Comic Book Creation Live, when we do go live and talk about concepts and storylines and story arcs and everything else. And just check us out, man. Hope to see you soon. Peace.